Tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Feel it. I'm performing today. All right.
I'm surprised you guys didn't have a dance number ready for this.
Oh, we should have.
Yeah. Well, this is the Broad City Season 3 after show here at AFTERBUZZ TV. We're excited to feel joyful with you here to talk about episodes 3 and 4. But first, let's meet our co-host. We've got a new guy with us today.
Hello.
What's your name?
Yes, I'm just joining. My name is Brandon Marlo. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at BAMARLO.
Awesome.
Hey guys, it's Jay. On Instagram, don't_be_jealous, and Twitter is still_jealous. JELLIS. Sorry.
No, you're totally good. What up? Jeff Graham here. You guys can find me on Twitter at Jeffrey C. Graham and on Instagram at Jeffrey Crane Graham.
Yes. And I am Marielou Mandl. You can find me on all social media at Marielou Mandl. I'm excited to talk about these episodes.
Yes.
Yeah, so I am the reason that the show is starting late today because I forgot. I couldn't find my wallet. And what is it? It's a Lincoln thing or is it JPK?
PKW.
Oh, PKW.
PKW.
Phones, keys, wallet.
Yeah. And the W was missing, and so I was missing.
We talked
just,
about this.
Yeah, you're just taking Lincoln's advice. Is what
Yeah.
you're doing.
I was like, I need all of these things before I move on in life. I can't. You got to go by Lincoln's words. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows. But so we've got 2 episodes we're talking about today: Game Over and Rat Pack. So Game Over is episode 3 of season 3. Really strong opening again. Really strong opening. We now learn that Abbi is a trainer. She's like upgraded to a trainer. She's teaching a swimming class, an elderly swimming class.
The only thing I have to say about both of these episodes is, I host.
Okay, who knew she could actually sing? I'm so fascinated with how talented they both are.
Yeah.
But I go, in my head, they need to give her an episode where she sings. Just
It's
everything.
coming. I bet it's
a karaoke episode because she was good. Like she held a good note.
That
And
vibrato.
when they did the musical number, I was like, why didn't she like come back in?
Yeah.
I was expecting that.
Well, because it seemed like she was really singing, and then when they dubbed over for the Joyful number, I was like, that would have been a perfect time for her to really sing or to bring in someone.
To be back.
Right, Vanessa Williams is in the stall singing I shit, so it would
Why
have been
wasn't
perfect.
Vanessa Williams in the number?
Right.
Yeah. I interrupted you, Marielou.
No, that's okay. You needed that. That was great.
Know. It was so freaking funny
And
to
you were
me.
like holding on to that. I could see.
Do you
You're
feel
like, wait,
better?
I'm gonna do this.
Bursting at the seams to get it out. But the references to Sandlot in that opening is like, I mean, that's like my childhood movie, and to have squints and then like just like the wink, and it was so good.
Oh, I didn't know that. I never saw Sandlot.
Oh my gosh,
you should go back and watch it.
Okay.
It's worth it. It'll make you laugh about that reference.
A couple of these episodes have been very referential, either to their past episodes or giving nods to other things. Which,
Oh, speaking of that, I was told by my aunt and her boyfriend who watched us, and they said that the guy who had Boy Bomb was a reference to something that happened. I think it was Bob Dylan. Something happened where a guy came out with soy bomb on his chest and he was just like moving. So they were doing a reference to something that happened at a Grammys performance or something. So thank you for that. We didn't know the reference. So everything is very referential right now. So
That's
okay.
good. So
All right.
everything means something that's never that random.
Right. Yes.
they're very clever.
That's good
Very.
to know. So now we're being educated about our culture.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, in general, the show, it just covers so, like, the spectrum of humor in terms of low and high is so, like, big. And Tina Fey talks about how it's kind of like an improv philosophy that you want to try to address all audiences and, like, meet everyone where they're at. So, like, you could kind of, you know, reach, like, maybe your typical, like, low comedy fan, but also, like, your high comedy fan. And especially with this season, it feels like Abbi and Ilana are really trying to reach everyone.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, it's really, really great.
Yeah, it feels like they're trying to bring in a bigger audience too, and I think that they're achieving that with, you know, the references and the jokes that they're putting on.
And the guests.
The guests, absolutely.
Well, one of them said in an interview that the seasons have kind of been like the first season, season 1 was infant Abbi and Ilana, so everything you see was just kind of very simple, and the comedy was very like forthcoming. They made a lot of like blunt jokes, where the second season was a little bit more like Ilana referred to it as being BK big kids meal, where it's like, okay, it's starting to be a little bit more subtle. I think in this season you see it too, where you kind of have to look for those things or pick up on them, because they might be references to things we don't know, like the boy bomb, and it's kind of neat though that you have to start looking for what they're introducing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So in the Sandlot, is there a guy that like pretends to be dead?
It's one of the most I think it's like an iconic part of film. Yeah, it's he has a huge crush on the lifeguard, so he pretends to drown, and then Wendy Peppercorn, am I getting
Wendy
it?
Peppercorn.
Okay, so she comes and has to resuscitate. She's like the hot teenager of the neighborhood, and he like is clearly alive and well, and he kind of winks to all of his friends. So that's Abbi in this case is playing Wendy, and Squints is literally the name in Sandlot. Squints is faking drowning. So yeah,
She's like, you did this 3 weeks ago.
Right.
Like, next time you do this, I'm just gonna let you die in the pool.
So funny.
It's so great.
I also, as like an admitted Abbi fan, I love both of them, but I think I kind of identify with Abbi. It was so like almost adorable to watch her lead the class, and she's like, "Oh, with DJs now, wick."
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, this is hard, is it? This is hard. Let's take it back down to a 3."
It's just like, I'm just such an Abbi fan. She's just so endearing, unless she's capital A Abbi, which we'll get to. But
I love
All caps Abbi.
All caps
Abbi.
her.
I want that shirt for I'm all caps Abbi.
Yes.
definitely.
It's really great. Like, I mean, there's so many costumes you could have of Abbi and Ilana, like different versions of it. You could have a whole party that's themed.
Oh my God, we should have a Broad City party.
Yeah.
I want to be Ilana from season
With the
2
braid?
when she had the braid.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's like hot Ilana.
maybe I would do the helmet with the hair, the wig. That was
the braid, like the mirror, the helmet.
She was just wearing in the episode 3 where she's biking.
Oh yeah, I like it.
I think I'll just wear a dog hoodie.
Yes.
Oh my, I wanted to get that for us. I thought that was such a good joke.
Okay, and you say you identify more with Abbi, and I think that's why a lot of people are drawn to the show, because they can find something in both of these characters, but it's hard for me to see myself in either of them, but I want to be Ilana so bad.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, wow, I'm not as like outlandish in the things that I do, but I sure would like to be.
Yeah.
And so I gravitate more towards her because I'm like, she doesn't care.
Right.
Like,
We get to tap
no
into
reservations
your inner
for
Ilana a little bit.
I think
Love
last
it.
week Marilou's quote was, "I'm more Abbi, but I think I'm Ilana."
Yeah.
Was what Marilou said, which I think was awesome.
Yeah, well, you know, that's like how we are. That's what they were talking about the Sex and the City characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, where they're like, yeah, I really like this person, but I think I'm more of a Charlotte, even though she annoys me. You know, like,
Nobody wants to be a Charlotte, but yeah.
Yeah, and that's where she's at. So speaking of Ilana, we find her at work, and I was excited to see her at work because I love her interaction there.
deals.
And there was an interview that I saw like sometime in one of the first 2 seasons that she used to work at a living social kind of place. I don't know if it actually was living social or something like that, but it is a recognizable one.
Yeah.
And so that's what inspired her, the character working at Deals.
I think they both worked there together, which is
Okay.
awesome.
That's what
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she's there, and the little nerdy dude who works there is like,
Strong.
I told you not to come to work today. I emailed you, all caps, not to come to work today. And she said, I couldn't figure out what the email address was, but it was Ilana something at vagina.com.
Ilana at mindmyvagina.com.
Yes.
But he refuses to recognize it.
I'm an adult, dude.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
Yeah.
So great. Like, I kind of want to email that email address to see if anything
goes
comes
through.
back.
Let's see.
Like, do you get like an auto response?
Oh.
Maybe it's actually Ilana's email. Maybe we can book her that way.
Yeah, maybe
Do
that's
it.
the way. And if you guys, viewers, are watching, tweet at Abbi and Ilana. Tell them to come and visit our show and be part of it and get interviewed so you can get some insight.
Don't they
want
to be with their fans?
I know.
They have to go and sit on these really stuffy talk shows all day and talk about the same questions. But here we can get into anything we want.
Yeah.
We
So
love
we
you
talk about
guys.
what they had for lunch.
Right? I don't know if I want to be them or be in them. Like, we just have a good time. Both.
Both.
Yes.
And I love that at the end. She's like, I know the answer.
Yeah.
So then we see, of course, Ilana always with her fashion choices. Is wearing a dog hoodie. She's like, no, this isn't a dog hoodie. It's for dog owners. And
It was
there's
in the
like,
dog owner section.
Yeah.
God.
There's like even a hole for a leash.
Yeah. And it's not the first time this has happened.
Yeah, not the first.
she's not ashamed to admit it.
3 times. I love the hoodie. I thought it was like really cute. When I saw her wearing it, I'm like, if it was just a little bit longer in the neck area, it'd be really cute on her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what I really loved was her solution.
Yes.
Yeah, and what did she do? She just colored in her stomach.
Why? Because that's like the rational thing to do. You're like, okay, well, red, tan. I'm just gonna just gonna paint it on. That's all what we should do, but we don't. We go home and change.
Right. She's a fixer. She chose a way to fix it.
Solution oriented.
Yeah.
Right.
Solution oriented. She's just like, oh, all right, this was the thing. And then we get introduced to Vanessa Williams, who is Miss Elizabeth Carlton. The reason they didn't want Ilana coming to work today because they had this really important investor and didn't want her to like fuck things up.
Right.
But
God bless Vanessa Williams for this performance.
yeah.
She was great.
Yeah, she was really great. Looked fierce.
Yeah.
So,
And that TJ Maxx blazer.
yeah.
Maxinista.
Oh, Maxinista.
Okay, do you guys think they're doing more endorsements? Has anyone noticed this? In a few episodes, they have a lot of names now, like Larry and David and
Well, yeah, I did notice Larry and David.
And so I'm just wondering, I'm like, maybe the show's getting big enough now to where they're getting advertisers to do placement, but they're doing it in a way that's very them, which I can appreciate. So it's not like too much just...
It's great. Yeah. It's funny, I hadn't thought of that, but you might not be wrong. I was listening to an interview on Fresh Air with Abbi and Ilana. I don't know if you guys listen to any NPR stuff, but Terry Gross was kind of talking about what are your inspirations for your show, and obviously it's a New York show, and they said like just the universe that Larry David created was like a very important springboard for them. So I kind of wondered if that Larry and David thing was just a callback to, because he's one of their comedy heroes.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
That
we're
makes
getting a
sense.
bit ahead of ourselves, but
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's and that's if they are doing endorsements, it's such a subtle way of doing it.
for sure.
Well, but it's fun too. Where it's like
Yeah.
I don't mind seeing this. Now I'm gonna order a Larry and David gift basket because
I
I saw
know.
it. But it's one of those things that if they do it in a fun way that's different than just like setting something there, and they can kind of make fun of the Larry and David gift basket, it's more fun to watch.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we get Ilana's so excited about Vanessa Williams as like boss lady that she asked her coworker to just rub my back, and it's like she's a dog now. She just is like in the dog character of the outfit that she's wearing.
Hard and fast. Hard and fast.
Hard and fast. So then she gets like they have their meeting of the reason why Vanessa Williams' character is there, and they're trying to like get some exposure and really jump up business in this company. And so they go into social media, and then Ilana is like pipes in and she's like, oh, you guys don't know about like this reference or that reference, or like salad fingers.
Salad fingers.
Yeah, I tried to I went back and watched it a few times to try and like catch what they were.
I was familiar with all of those. I don't know if you guys.
But these are real. Okay, I thought she was making things up.
I think
That creepy cartoon, right? Is
Yeah.
that, okay, yeah. I know Salad. I don't know if that's the same one.
Rusty spoon.
Yeah. He has like these creepy. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's cool.
Okay, so that's my homework after this day. is
Look
to
up all the videos.
Well,
Find
maybe.
Salad.
I don't know if I would actually recommend salad. I feel like salad fingers is like the interesting thing. Like if you're a 12-year-old kid, you're like, whoa, the internet's crazy. It was like Flash cartoons, you know?
And her line, what grade, how old are you guys? Like, what grade are you in? Like, that's like the question she's going to ask all these 20-year-old, or I guess 20 and 30. I heard 35 really loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny that she's just, she knows these really obscure things that probably like a tween should know, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. And so then what happens is Ilana gets upgraded. She gets a promotion to run the Twitter account because they want to have this fresh take. So already you're like, this could go all sorts of ways. So before Ilana starts to go out and fill out start to flesh out the Twitter account, let's go back to what Abby's up to. So Abby's at work and they're in the locker room and she opens up her locker. She's got like pictures in there, like it's like high school, it's a vision board, she says. And, you know, they just like to zen out in there. Like that's what grounds her.
Well, if I were there with Trey, I would too. I
Yeah.
mean, he is just a beautiful man.
I didn't know where that came from. I was like, oh, okay, so he has a amazing body. Okay, cool. It was fun to see.
Totally, guys.
Did you guys notice that he had a Zach Braff headshot? Okay, that was a callback. Remember last season he goes, I'm kind of bummed too. I just threw all my money to his Kickstarter.
So right.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
I'm like,
gosh.
okay, so this is a joke from a while ago where
That's
he's like, I'm
brilliant.
bummed out. I donated, or I gave a lot of money to Zach Braff's new Kickstarter, and I'm assuming that's what he got was a signed headshot. And I was just like, I'm so happy because I paused it because I wanted to see what he had it on his zenning out vision board, and the Zach Braff thing caught my eye.
That's brilliant. I'm
Yeah.
so
Good
glad
for
that you
you.
caught
Way to
that.
do your homework.
Yes.
Wasn't, I mean, it was just like a fun catch.
So funny.
Yeah.
Super fun. That's great. And so we see that they kind of are already starting to have their connection, which maybe leads into what happens in the next episode with them. But more than before, they're starting to.
I'm definitely shipping
Connect.
Trey and Abby. I don't know how you guys feel.
I'm into it. I wouldn't. Well, yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
I like Trey. Like, I like the episode where they found out that he did porn.
Yeah.
Like, I just think he's a fun character, so I'd like to see him introduced more, because we have Lincoln for Ilana, and that's a really dynamic relationship that they have. And I think because Trey and Abbi are so different, it would make for really good TV.
Yeah.
I totally agree too. And then but we find out everybody, it's like a co-ed locker room. Everyone's naked.
Which I couldn't do.
Poor
I
Abbi
could
is
not
like
do that.
just awkward.
Could you do that?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
You'd be like no reservations about it, just like into it.
You grew up working theater stuff, or like, you know, I've worked in burlesque shows. I'm just like, oh, you just gotta get moving,
Right,
whatever. Who cares?
Oh, see, I'm like fine being naked, but I feel like I would be her. Like, there's just too many people and like too many body parts all like in that vicinity.
Just from a germophobia standpoint, I don't know if I'd be able to do it.
Everybody was really helpful though, helping like pick up the supplements.
Yeah.
I
It seemed like a
know.
friendly environment.
That's where
Too
we get
helpful.
uncomfortable, because it's now just like.
And then
now
what do you do with those
business out
supplements?
there.
They're on the floor. I'm like, wouldn't you just
I would
call
take
the new Abbi to come sweep them up with the pubes?
Totally.
New Abbi.
But then so we find out that today is what the Solstice Games,
Yeah.
and that they're about to weigh in. So they're passing out razors in case you need to shave off the pubes.
Oh, and how funny is her comment?
She's like, that's where the pubes
That's
came
where
from.
the pubes came from.
I laughed so hard when she gets one razor and then goes in for like a handful of them. Like, what? It was just a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that too, and I was like, oh, no, all right.
Yeah.
I just like this season is really building a world around Solstice and what it is. Like, I feel like in season 1 it was just Abby's gym, but it's becoming more and more of like a universe, and like I feel like there are rules, and like we're learning the culture of the gym.
Yeah.
And even just like having them all change in the same cubicle, I don't know what you call that. It's like such a subtle way to characterize all the trainers and just the weird culture of what Solstice is, and Solstice Games, of course.
Yeah,
I say
that's required.
I say all the time, like if one of my friends is doing something, I'm going, that's not very Solstice of you. Like, it just doesn't matter. Like they could take the menu from me or something, and just like anything it is, I'm like, that's not very Solstice. Because anything that interaction you see there, it makes no sense.
Right.
Like the woman from the last season who we all thought had cancer and really just like wears the turban for like no reason. So it's really interesting to see her at work now.
Oh my gosh.
And that there's like all ages there, and all the characters are really interesting, and then we get a little bit of this character of all caps Abbi, you know, because she's like, oh, it's like a competitive thing. My nickname was Tanya Harding.
Oh,
I
yes.
don't know if this is something that I can participate in. He's like, oh, you're gonna be fine, it's mandatory.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move forward with that. Did you guys think, like, what did you guys think was gonna happen at this point?
I just knew it was going to be great. All of Abby's strengths as a character come from like the corners of her personality that she's afraid to explore, like Val and like all caps Abbi. And like I love Abbi, just Abbi, but it's so fun that like 3 or 4 times a season we get to explore just these weird pockets of like her id that are just so great.
These little offshoots.
So when I knew that all caps Abbi was going to show up, and we've seen it a little bit,
Yeah.
I was just so excited.
Yeah, I was happy.
This was my favorite acting that she's done, Abbi, to this point, and we kind of mentioned it. It's one of my favorite episodes that they've done in the entirety of Broad City, and just to see her physicality when she's on the field and at this point, like learning this information. I'm like a secret competitor too, so I was like, I relate to this. Like I would want to kill people on that field if I'm not winning. So I'm an Abbi now. Like that's I realized that now. It did. It locked it in, and I thought she just did a great job with this.
Yeah.
I just love that all caps Abbi, the acting and the way that they do these like extreme things is still so subtle. Like nothing is so over the top that you still can't enjoy it, or it takes you away from the story that they're trying to tell. Like when she threw her phone, I mean, I don't know how many times I've like wanted to throw my phone and then thought in advance like, but then I'm gonna have to go get it. But I just like that, like her intuition was to throw the phone and then realize immediately before it could hit the ground she has to go get it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have an all caps Marielou.
Yeah.
It's definitely
And that is
there.
a good name to have in all caps.
yeah.
Those are like bold, hard characters.
Because there's like 8 characters.
Right.
It's like not like a mini name.
They know, they're like,
It's a
oh
big
my
name.
god, she is all caps Marielou today.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing, and it's like people. I was like, you just don't want to talk to that girl.
Okay, you're gonna be all caps Marielou. I'm gonna be bold Brandon. So it's
Yes!
like when it's bold, you know, you're like, oh, you don't want to go around him today.
I know,
There
I
are
need
no
to-
adjectives for Jay.
I need to think of something. I'll think about it during this, and I'll
Okay.
try to come up with one by the end.
All
We'll
right.
get shirts.
Because we need 2 of them for you guys.
Yeah.
I'll just wear just like a shit.
Oh my god, it's so good. I want it on a ringtone.
And so then these girls, this is where in this episode their stories collide, right? And Ilana's calling Abbi to ask for like permission to use a picture for the Twitter account, and she's like, "Wait, I can hear your teeth grinding. You're at a competitive event."
Yeah.
And there's like this reference to, was it August 4th, 2002? Which I am
Rover.
so glad later that they showed it.
Oh my god.
I was so happy.
It's a payoff, yeah.
Because that's the thing, like with the UCB training, so like if you bring something up, like you have to, like now you have to know. You have to show this thing. Like, what is this thing? So I'm really glad that they pulled that back. But my favorite part of that conversation, she's like, "Where are you?" And she's like, "I'm at that park where they stole my sandal."
They sold.
Where my other sandal got sold. Where's the first one? I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, totally.
Yeah.
And it's so great. And then that's where we get the I shit, because they hang. She's like, "All right, I'll be there in a minute." And then we find out Ilana was just in the toilet and singing her. She's like, "Kumbaya," like shaking something.
And then she's like, not only shitting, but she's locking. She's taking her helmet off. I just like that she's singing everything.
Yeah. But like that was a cool moment that Vanessa Williams like comes into the bathroom afterwards. So they're trying to keep them apart, so they didn't run into each other. But we see that Vanessa Williams is also a I shit singer.
Did anyone else enjoy Ilana's conflict with washing her hands?
Yes.
She looked at it and she's like, no, never.
Can't be bothered.
Oh my god, it's
the lack
so
of
good.
conflict there.
I like that they show things on screen that we all think about all the time, and they don't put it in like a judgmental way. We're just like, that's us. No, we're not gonna do that right now.
Yeah.
In general, the show's just super non-judgmental, which I love. They never really like put value statements on what the girls do. They just happen. And like I was actually another interview with Abbi and Ilana on WTF, Mark Maron's podcast.
Do you do anything besides listen to interviews?
I drive a lot, you guys. It's just, they did a press tour.
Really
the
far.
Yeah,
It's the West Side, yeah.
But they were talking about how they want to have gay characters, but not say like, oh, these characters are gay, or like have like whatever. It's just people are people, and they do what they do, and I love that about the show for sure.
Yeah, they're super good. And then we get into the games here. So we catch up with Abbi in the games, just all capsing it out. They're tug-of-war. Right? The tug-of-war, and then like they win, the team she's on wins, and she just bends over and she's like, "You guys will line up and eat my ass one at a time."
Yeah.
I'm selling tickets.
I'm selling tickets, and like they're like, Is this real?
It was that chest bump thing that she was doing to herself too.
It
That
looks
really
like a whale
out.
coming out of the water. Did anyone else say? I'm just like, she looks like a dolphin or something.
So great. It's so great. And
Okay. Do any of you have that friend who is an extreme, and then they take it to like the next extreme, and then just like, oh, now it got uncomfortable.
You're like, come on.
I think I'm that friend.
Because I like that every time I watch a show and there's that moment, I'm like, okay, that's the threshold that they know that they're hitting, where it's like, okay, it's hit or miss now, and now it's like past, and now everyone's uncomfortable. And that I love when they do that, because it speaks to like everyone's group of friends. Like, everyone has that one person who's just like, oh god, they're getting there. They're gonna make it uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then that's where like, so Ilana's trying to calm her down by like holding her and like whispering like, vanilla candles, Bed Bath & Beyond when it first opens, because we know
8
Abbi
a.m.
loves
She was
Bed Bath & Beyond.
B&B.
Yeah.
8 a.m. She knew.
She knew it, so it calmed her down. But then she jumps into this like American Gladiators, like the Q-tip fight thing, and of course takes it too far, because I was like, oh no, this is gonna be awesome, because there's no way she's just gonna have like a fair fight. She's gonna beat the shit out of this girl.
Yeah.
Do we know her name?
I was trying to find. They didn't say it in that episode.
All I can think of is her big tits. That's just what she
swinging.
said. Yeah.
And she's like coming out stretching. I didn't, and she was in the next episode, and I was listening for it,
She's
but I
great.
don't know. She was great.
Yeah.
She's
Nice
great.
addition.
And I feel like that she's going to keep recurring, because now she's got like a thing for
Well, I feel like they have
Abbi,
to even it out, because now that Ilana no longer has a job and has Nicolette, whatever, her princess, yes, thank you, to kind of bounce that back and forth with, now that Abbi is in the gym with a lot of other employees, I think there's so many possibilities for what we'll see her interactions like.
Yeah, and I love her. Oh, you think there's gonna be like an issue? I don't know. We'll get into a prediction later.
Okay.
I have something for that.
Okay.
Oh no, the drama, the drama. So, but we see her beat that up. The girl is like, oh, like she's not even mad. She's like, oh, that was. I got my eye on you.
Yeah.
That was great. That was great. So then we have the guy that she works with is telling her like, hey, don't worry. This happens to all the new trainers. It's just don't take steroids. But if you're going to, then what is it? Mix it with something else.
Take this and this much.
Yeah, so your balls don't shrink, but for you, it's just gonna make your tits really hard.
Which is great.
Which is a good deal, by the way.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But then she wants to sprint home.
to Queens.
She's so energized. She's just like, I gotta go do it.
Yeah.
She's all caps Abby, man. She's amped up.
She's
All
yeah, she's
caps
going.
Abby, and I love that because when they show that later, the flashback, she like does kind of the same thing. But
That cold close, whatever, the tag.
Yeah.
Well, I know we'll probably get there, but
Yeah.
gosh, it was great.
It was so great. And then, but before we go there, well, I guess, we could finish up that storyline. So she sprints home. Ilana goes to work, but we'll talk about that in a second. So there was like two really strong endings in this episode. So the first one that we can talk about now is Abby's ending, which was the flashback to 2004, this Red Rover thing. She goes in, she beats up the other kids, she's biting them, and then she runs, and they're like, she's a climber. Like, I love this found footage kind of thing.
Like Blair Witch.
It was. Yeah. Through the forest,
And nice casting, too, of, like, baby Ilana. There was a distinct moment when she looked at the camera, and she did an Abby face.
Yeah.
I said Ilana, I meant Abby.
Yeah.
It was really props to them for casting.
Yeah, they did a good job. I can imagine that's like maybe her niece or something.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Yeah.
And if not, good job.
Yeah.
Well, and what a fun character to play for kids who kind of go through the acting circus where it's very regimented. I imagine working on that show, you have a lot of like, run. We don't care what you do, just run.
Yeah.
And that's a fun thing to do when you're a kid and be able to be on screen and portray
not
those
Hannah
types of
Montana,
characters.
that's for
Right.
sure.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not structured.
Yeah.
And then the wrap up to Ilana's story is that she gets back to the office, she's fired because she tweeted something about a horse and some bestiality. She's very defensive of it because she's like, the guy was getting
The guy was getting penetrated.
Okay.
He wasn't penetrating the horse.
Yeah, and it was like to promote a colonic.
Right.
Right? The logic's there,
Uh-huh.
but the common sense is not, right? Or, the modesty. The modesty. But so she gets fired, and she's like, my blood, sweat, and farts were here. And I'm going to go talk to Mom. And she goes to talk to Vanessa Williams. She says, no, you're definitely fired.
Yeah.
You're definitely fired. And then there's this...
I was surprised by that. I thought she was going to stay. I thought they were going to fire Todd.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought she was going to get another, upgrade.
Yeah.
And then now she's gone, which makes me so sad, because some of my favorite moments are her deals.
I know.
No, she's going to find something new and wonderful.
I stapled all those papers, Todd.
Yeah.
I specifically asked you not to do that. There's so much, good interaction.
I had a good one. I'm hardly making any commission, which is saving the company money. It's that rationale that she gives. Yeah, it's true. She's not doing anything for them. Yeah.
And she's dedicated enough to come every other day.
Okay. Can we call this Ilana logic or illogic?
Illogic.
That's what we call it.
That's brilliant.
Hashtag illogic.
Illogic.
If you're watching our after show, hashtag illogic. Thank you very much.
But yeah, that's just logic is a word, right? Or logical.
Yeah.
So drop the O and you've got Ilana's logic.
Oh,
Thank you.
logic. Good
That's
job.
a nice
Good
one.
job.
Well
Good
done.
job.
Yeah.
So everybody at Deals is so happy to see her go that they break out into song and dance.
Not just song and dance, but
Gospel.
joyful gospel. Yes.
Yeah, with Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh my God, I was
Sister
really
Act, Whoopi
excited when I
Goldberg.
saw that.
Yeah, whenever I saw the nun character, I was like, is that going to be
Oh,
where
it is.
Ilana comes back in? I thought she was going to come in and start singing. They were going to be like, no, go. Get out of here. But it was Whoopi Goldberg. Much better surprise.
They're doing so much. I mean, the show is getting so big with endorsements and all. Now I guess they can bring on stars. But to have Whoopi Goldberg there reprising her character of Sister Mary Clarence from Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
She doesn't do a lot anymore.
Deal.
It's a deal. I was so into it. And all the 90s garb. Oh, it was so good.
Oh yeah.
It was perfect. I mean, it wasn't over the top. These people were still very average looking people. It was just perfect. It was so great.
It reminded me too of when Abby comes out to Edge of Glory. They opened the show when Bever's wasn't there, and the show does that so well where you're just in that moment, and we've all danced to Lady Gaga naked through the house, right? So I mean, it was just this ending. I was like, oh, okay, I get the reference. I love it. It totally fits. It's just you're just feeling. I don't know. It's a good energy to end on. It was so fun.
Yeah, I really loved that. So I was quite happy with episode 3 of
too.
season 3.
Me too.
So then that moves us on to episode 4 of season 3, which was Rat Pack.
I have to drink so much water because I'm smiling so much. My mouth is drying out. This is the only show I've ever recapped that I'm genuinely smiling the entire time, and then I'm out there laughing so hard. So I'm sorry everyone.
Oh no, that's totally great, and thank you to the people who commented on the last episode saying that you enjoyed that we enjoy the show so much, because you can tell we.
Oh my God, I love it.
This show.
We do.
So thank you for commenting. Make sure you do subscribe to AFTERBUZZ TV on YouTube and also on iTunes. Keep it going. Give us all of the stars and all of the love, and we will keep giving the love to you. Right? Yeah? Okay, so we got Rat Pack. We open up with this cool, POV footage Did you guys know like it was a rat? Did you guys feel that that's what they were getting at? I felt like it was kind of obvious, but then I was hoping it was a poltergeist.
Oh, maybe episode 5.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think there were some like squeaks, so like that was what clued me in.
And the title kind of gave
Oh yeah, I didn't know the title till afterwards. So
You wouldn't have had
it's a
much
secret.
time to think about it because as soon as it comes crawling through the first scene, she screams at it. So
Yeah.
and then New York is just infested with rats. That's a
Right.
real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
real
that's a
life.
thing. I've never
That's not
done
like
New York.
an overgeneralization. No, there are rats. There are for real rats. I went twice for the first time last year, and every time I saw a rat, it was like a unicorn because you hear about these rats.
Right.
And I was like, oh my god, I saw a New York rat.
The NYRs.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Nice.
That's how I feel about LA and bed bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
You know,
like that's like a thing.
I've never seen a bed bug here. There's no wood around, so I'm
No.
SOL.
Hit something.
No,
but
I've
there
just
are
known so
cockroaches.
many friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it in the
Cockroaches.
valley though? Is that why?
No, it's in all areas
All
of town.
over,
All areas of town. Maybe yours next.
Bev Hills
I know.
got
Joke.
bed bugs.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. Don't curse us.
Just don't buy stuff on Craigslist. That's,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
Yeah.
I only buy things on Craigslist.
Well, then spray it down, friend. Spray it. You're like nothing with upholstery.
Yeah.
Wrap it all in plastic. It's great. Just like real life. Wrap it all in plastic. So we get to the exterminator's there, and he's like, great, he's gone on to another place, a better place you don't have to worry about it. He's like, oh, you got him? And he's like, well, he's like dead in your wall, but he's gone, and then it cost $400.
That was my favorite showdown.
Yeah.
Just seeing them and not say anything.
Yes.
Like, what are they expecting? It was very reminiscent of when they had the locksmith come from the last season. So, and he just stood there. I mean, it's just the acting is so good in this, and so the smallest things, like her head tilt, very quickly. It was so good.
It's my new negotiations. That's what I'm going to do from now
Let me
on.
see your negotiation face.
That was great.
It was good. It was
I'm
good.
going to keep going. I'm going to watch this episode over and over just to get it down.
I need you to train.
Yeah.
I think one of Abby's Tinder dates showed up in the chat roll. If you guys want to look, they're commenting really nice things.
Oh yeah, what are we saying here?
We can get why. We'll get there.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Maybe they're just referencing that Tinder date. Was what I was thinking.
Maybe that's what they're doing. They're
Yeah.
not just.
Oh.
No.
Not just trolling.
Okay.
And if you want, that's fine too. Sure, why not?
You're spending time with us, so it doesn't really matter what you're saying.
It's
You
all we
clicked
need.
play.
We just want validation. Guys.
Thank you.
Any kind.
Any kind, good or bad. We're not picky. So we get what is Ilana's roommate's name?
Jaime.
Jaime. I love him.
Yeah.
I love him so much. So they're there. They have to pay for the $400, and when they're outside, we see there's like a gift basket from Larry and David.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they take it, because you get a gift basket in your front door. There's no card or anything on it. I guess you can assume that it's yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
look
the
good.
only one with a conscience saying no.
Clearly,
Yeah.
I would have taken it.
Yeah. No, I would have taken it probably. It looked nice.
No
Yeah.
shame. Hashtag illogic.
Well, if your Larry and David gift basket gets delivered to my home, I will make sure it goes where it's supposed to go.
Only after
These
baby
three, you're
went.
out of luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't send it to me. I like olive oil.
Whoops, I didn't see that. You can have Amazon packages that disappear all the time.
Yeah.
In
Amazon.
people's apartments.
Well, they have really good insurance, so I never
Yeah.
worry. I'm like, I don't care who gets that. I'll get another one for
Yeah,
free.
totally, because they always cover it. I've had so many
Always.
packages stolen, but Amazon is wonderful, and they just
Always.
Love them.
fix it for you. It's
Yeah.
great. Harry and David, not so much.
Larry.
Larry, David,
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
the gift basket.
They're not endorsing
gift
us,
basket
so.
people, yeah.
When it's I got the budget endorsement. Where no, we have to cover it up. It's not Coke, it's Moke.
Yeah.
I did love just real quick that she had $400 just sitting right by her doorway, in a box.
Exact
there was no
$400.
going to the room to fetch it. It was just well, it's right here by the door, and here it is. It was just $400.
I think she didn't count it. She's kind of looked at it like Rain Man. It's about $400.
We did learn in this episode, though, that Abby does keep things in very specific places.
Uh-huh.
If we're going to talk about that montage, that was beautiful.
It was great.
Yeah.
Alana.
Did I say Abby?
Abby.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gosh,
I didn't
I
catch
do
it.
love Abby 24/7 on your mind.
Jacobson is the problem. But yeah, that montage with all the marijuana.
So great.
So
Okay,
funny.
did no one think she was gonna take one out of Nature's pocket?
Oh,
I thought so.
only.
The entire time I was just
Yeah.
like,
It's a pussy weed.
where is the balloon from Nature's pocket
You're
with your
right.
weed, your stash? And Not at all. I was disappointed.
A little disappointed. You're right. Yeah, I should have.
I mean, she found one up her nostril, which I thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
The vagina, as we say, was ignored.
It's a website for her email address.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they come up with this solution. Oh, okay, so we have the gift basket, and they're like rationalizing.
Yeah.
You know, the illogic. The Jaime and illogic. That it's from his parents validating him for coming out. And he's like, oh, and it came out a few months ago. And she's like, a few months ago.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, so then they decide, like, okay, so how we can utilize this. He's like, let's spread the love and have a party to share this gift basket. And then she's like, yes, and let's make money off of it. We'll charge people a cover charge over a gift basket. Like, how much stuff is in this gift basket?
That seemed very New York of me. I don't know. Like, I have a few friends who live and we'll talk about it. But I'm just like, that seems like something, if you're really trying to make rent, you might do.
Yeah.
Like, we'll charge you cover to get into this thing. And of course, I stay home all the time, so they're not getting my $10. But but if you're going to do it, it's going to be with the Larry and David gift basket.
Yes. So that's the scheme. That's the scheme. So let's get Abbi into it. She is at a party, another like Solstice event, and she's like in a regular dress, and they kind of look at her a little funny because they're all in their uniform. Like,
But so cute.
So adorable. I love her. She's like, I need a drink, right? And what are they drinking? Like,
Kombucha.
alcoholic kombucha.
But don't take that. That's her thing.
Kombucha. And then was like, we're bringing back that girl from the last episode.
Yeah.
Like, she's
And her eyes are still a little red underneath, which I like.
really, really great. So have you guys ever had, like, do you like kombucha?
I never had kombucha.
We're very not LA.
Oh,
No?
I like it.
I love it. And there
I
is an
only
alcoholic
drink
one.
kombucha and I only eat kale. I'm just very healthy.
Yeah. I mostly only eat In-N-Out, so I
Okay.
guess that's equally LA, right?
Oh yeah.
That's kind of like a different type.
A different
like, you're
type
not
of-
going to the gym
Yeah, exactly.
with like supplements.
right. I'm
You're
just
in
eating
your car
In-N-Out.
all the time and you eat in and out. Like, how are you not a bajillion pounds?
You know,
Try
I
to-
do good metabolism.
He
I
burns
do
a lot
like
of
to
calories
run.
laughing.
I
Alright.
burn a lot of calories. Exactly.
Watching Broad City.
Yes.
Yes, watching Broad City. So she's like not having a great time at this party. We find her in like this back room, and she's just like pounding these kombuchas and like knocking over the Cliff Bars. And then we've got a friend come in.
Yes, we do.
I loved this scene.
Good old Trey.
Yeah, I
Comes
loved
in.
how this went down because like they're just drinking. He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna judge you. I'll just join in. I'm game. And when he said that, I was like, oh, something's gonna happen here because it's like he like liked her. I feel like there's something more than when he said that. Like, so I think he had a caring for her before, but now that she's a trainer, it's opened it up a little bit, you know. So then they end up starting to make out. Right? They're drinking and they're like, haha, laughing, leaning, which I've never had that happen. Like, is that a
You
thing?
haven't? Yeah,
no.
All the time I'm on a stability ball. That happens to me.
Yeah.
If someone's laughing in my face, it's probably not going to lead to me kissing them.
Yeah.
So.
It was definitely
Jeff is like all the time.
no, it's definitely like a drunk. You could tell the alcohol fueled what happened.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm shipping them really hard. I really want to see Travi happen. I don't know how you guys feel.
Abbi,
You were
I
on
love
it.
it.
I
you
like
got
that
it.
he texted her. Like, I thought
Yeah,
that was,
I know.
I think he's so endearing.
Yeah, and so is she.
She is, and I
Yeah.
think that's why they're good together. But when he texts her saying, "Sorry, I got too naughty. I hope everything's okay," I'm like,
Yeah.
God, he's always
Yes.
concerned about her.
Yeah.
like it's cute.
What's interesting is I didn't even think about this possibility ever happening until this episode where, like,
Really?
I really not at all. Because other shows, the show goes about it in such a different way where you just don't think about these relationships happening. And I was like, actually, I wouldn't mind them together. Like, I like that idea. With other sitcoms, you're going to see, like, this building. And I didn't get that from this at all.
Yeah.
It really did surprise me. And I was like, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
okay with it.
But isn't that kind of why it works? Because it's everything about the show is more natural and organic, and you don't expect them to be together.
Yeah.
And they are.
Yeah.
But so then she, in reaction to this, is like, I need to make out with somebody right away, like right now. So like we get her over to the party, and she's like, not you, Ilana, like somebody new, and then not you, Jaime, like somebody who is actually attracted to girls,
Yeah.
right? And so she decides to go on Tinder. Like, have you guys ever used like online dating apps?
Never.
Yeah, I've got like a 2.5-year girlfriend, so
Yeah.
that's enough time that it kind of preceded the app dating culture.
Yeah.
I know the swipe. I mean, there's so many jokes about it, but I've never used it. No.
Yeah.
Don't know it.
I've been in a relationship for 5 years, so back in the olden days, we didn't have access to apps. Like, people were still using actual websites.
Yeah, well, I have a similar situation. I was in a really, really long-term relationship, so in like the past year, I've become single, and so like I was like,
do you have Tinder?
People are like, you gotta sign up for this, you gotta do this. So I was like, no, like I'm not there
Please
yet. I'm
do
not
it.
there yet. So I didn't yet, okay, but. My friend was like, she wanted to sign up for this other one called Bumble, which is like the girls initiate it. The girls initiate the conversation. So I was like, you know what? Fine, let's do it. And then I was swiping through. The third picture in my history of online dating at all is a picture of my old roommate, and I'm in the picture.
Oh my gosh.
Like my ponytail is in the back. It's like a picture from a party, and I was like, the fuck?
Okay, I'm excited about Broad City, but I'm more excited about this because I don't love anything more than taking over someone else's Tinder or like I'll be your Bumble branded. Like let me do it for you. Can we do it on air?
Yeah, we can do it next time. I deleted it, but we'll set it up for next. Because I was like, after the three, I was like,
too creepy.
It's like really fast.
Brandon will resurrect it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, make it happen.
I don't love anything.
No, what I want to do is kind of let somebody just take it over completely for a day.
I would like to.
So
I'll do it free of charge.
Okay, free of charge. Okay.
You're welcome.
He's working for free. He's like Ilana.
Okay, we can make that happen. We can make that happen. So we get all of our little Tinder dates on here, and that's just what Jeff's reference to the person that was in our chat room.
Yes.
Because they're interesting little characters, and she doesn't even realize that she could have said no.
Right.
She could have just said no. So then she wraps it up, and we find out that the rat is still alive, but just has babies.
Yeah.
And she's like, she's just a single woman.
Like trying to make it in New York City.
Trying to make it in New York City.
Only Abbi would like become the rat. She's like, I am the rat.
Ilana.
I did it again.
Yeah.
You have.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, you guys, what does it mean?
So Freudian. Yeah.
Maybe. Only Ilana though would like just for her to like make that a social issue. It's just such. It's such a logic. It's so great.
Yeah. So, we got to wrap it up now. I'm really excited to see what happens with them next. Got a quick prediction?
Yeah, I'm thinking Abbi and Trey. I'm thinking Trey.
Yeah?
We'll see.
Yeah, I think Abbi, if not with Trey, it's going to be somebody consistent as a boyfriend for her.
All right.
I have no idea, and that's what I like. I like that I don't have any idea what's coming next, so I'm just ready. They did say in an interview that I listened to after In and Out on my way home that if you watch a season sequentially, it makes much more sense than the past seasons. You could just watch whatever episode, and this one you have to watch together. So
I agree.
I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I feel like Ilana is going to have a feud with the friend at Solstice.
That'd be fun.
Ilana will be.
Yes,
Okay.
Ilana is going to have a feud with Abby's new friend.
Yeah.
I can see it.
And
That's interesting. She's inserting herself.
yeah, because she decided what it was. She wanted to be inside.
Inside.
Yeah.
All right,
She likes
awesome.
insertion.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching our second after show for Broad City, episodes 3 and 4, season 3. Jeff, tell us where we can find you.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please continue to do so. I'll step back from the mic. That was a little loud. I know. Well, come on. You guys can find me on Twitter at Jeffrey C. Graham and on Instagram at Jeffrey Crane Graham.
Thank you guys so much for watching. You can find me on Instagram at don't_be_jealous, JELLIS, and then on Twitter, still_jealous.
And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at BAMARLO.
And I am Marielou Mandl. You can find me on all social media at Marielou Mandl. And this month on my YouTube channel, I'm releasing a video every day. I don't know what it is, and that's where
commitment.
you can come in.
Yo, yes.
there you
That's
go.
where it can be one of the days. So I was like, yes, let's do this.
Smart.
I'll do it.
All right. Then where's our music?
I was going to say.
Where's our outro music?
Should we sing the Joyful Joyful?
I think that's
Just-
great.
Oh, don't get me started.
Please.
I'll do it.
Sister.
Lord, we adore thee.
I wish I
God of glory, Lord alive. That's all I know.
We give it
Executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.